The bear's honey problem. In a lush green forest, where tall trees swayed in wind and all the birds sang happily, there lived a bear named Benny. Benny was gentle and a friendly bear, but he had no one weakness. He absolutely loved honey. The golden, sweet honey was his favorite treat. He could never get enough of it. Benny had a close friend named Harry, a wise old owl who often gave him advice. Benny, Harry would say, you must be careful not eat too much honey. It's delicious, but you need to have some of for later and other animals. Benny would not, but the moment he saw honey comb dripping with the fresh honey, he would forget Harry's words. One sunny day, Benny was wandering through the forest when he noticed a honeycomb hanging from the tree. It was filled with golden honey shining in the sunlight. Benny's mouth watered and he couldn't resist the temptation. Oh, it was delicious, Benny said, licking his paws happily. As he was finishing the honey, he heard a soft buzzing sound. He looked up and saw a group of bees flying towards him. Their faces were filled with worry. Benny, one of the busy birds, said, that honeycomb was for all of us. We worked hard to collect that honey. Now it's all gone. Benny felt a pang of guilt but quickly brushed it off. I didn't mean to take it all, he said, trying to sound innocent. I was just so hungry. The bees looked disappointed but flew away, deciding to work on another honeycomb. Benny, however, didn't feel completely right. The next day, as Benny was strolling through the forest, he noticed another honeycomb. This time, near the base of an old tree, he could see the golden honey oozing out. And once again, he couldn't resist. But this time, just as he reached for honey, he remembered the bees' sad faces, Harry words about sharing. I don't want to upset anyone, Benny thought, but the smell of honey was too tempting, and he convinced himself it would be all right to take just a little piece of honey. So Benny scooped a big handful of honey and ate quickly. As he walked away, his stomach was full. He heard a buzzing bee sound behind him. Benny, the bees called out, looking more even disappointed. You have taken our honey again. We worked so hard to collect it. Benny tried to avoid their gaze, feeling his face hot with shame. I just took a little, Benny said with a low voice. But even he spoke and he realized that hadn't been truthful himself for bees. The bees looked at him and with sad eyes. Benny, we know you love honey. You have taken more than you share. You need to be honest and think of others too. Benny felt trouble. He understood now that his actions were not fair to the bees, who had worked so hard to make the honey. Feeling ashamed, Benny decided to visit Harry, hoping his friend would help him and make everything right. What should I do, Harry? Benny asked, with filled of regret. You need to apologize to the bees, Harry replied. Tell them the truth and show them that you can change. Benny nodded and realizing that honesty and kindness were the two ways to fix their mistake. Benny felt lightweight off his shoulder when he confessed. Next morning, Benny wanted to see the bees. The bees looked at each other and back at Benny and said, It's okay, we forgive you, Benny. We know how much you love honey, but it doesn't mean that you ate everything. The bees buzzed with excitement and grateful for Benny to others' help. As Benny worked and felt a sense of joy of satisfaction, days passed and Benny kept his promise. He would still enjoy honey for time to time. One day, as Benny was resting by the hive, the bees surprised him with a special treat, a small amount of honeycomb made it just for him. Thank you, Benny, they said, for being honest, for helping us and for sharing. Benny felt a warm glow in his heart. He accepted their gift. He realized that honesty, kindness and sharing brought him closer to his friend that any amount of honey could ever good. So kids, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching.